But yes, so for Mars retrograde as well, this is not a good period to start things because Mars, the energy of Mars is like very action oriented, very direct, and then basically they want to move forward. But the problem with Mars retrograde is that you are not moving forward. So if you want to start any business or things like that, pause a bit. Yeah.
Yes, because of retrograde.
Retrograde.
Yeah, actions, but then gonna stuck. So that's Mars retrograde. But however, this Mars retrograde also a bit special because it's in Aries. So Aries, on the other hand, is a good sign to start things.
Yeah.
So now we have this conflicting thing now. Is it a good time to start things now or is it not? Because Mars retrograde not good but Mars Aries good Then how start
Then how?
and don't start at the same time No lah. So actually what I was thinking is I'm sure we all have moments where we think of some good ideas and then think, and then maybe I'll do it in the future, but actually never do it means we just procrastinate. So Mars Aries first is basically like a good time where people 想到就做. Once you think of it, then you put your thoughts into actions. Just that because during the retrograde period, we might not carry out those actions so smoothly. So what is good is use this time to plan now. Because you want to start something new, right? But then you also like not very good to take action to start, right? Or not so smooth, right? Then you take this retrograde period to plan first, do all the research, book all your scheduling. Then once the retrograde period over, right? Then it turns direct again. Perfect. And we will become like, doing things when you are more ready instead of recklessly.
Actually, right, if we think about it, if we do start things in the Mars Aries period, it could be very haphazard as well because Aries, as Kevin mentioned, basically I think and then I need to do it, and then they don't really plan like what should I do to continue. They just like starting. So having the Mars retrograde might be good, as Kevin mentions, for that we are able to plan and prepare instead of just like jumping into things.
Yeah. I mean, okay, everything is in context lah.
Okay.
If you, if a person is always like no action, no energy, very very lazy, don't want to get things started, don't want to start things on, then of course this energy, this Mars Aries energy is here for you to kick your butt, get something started. Okay. Yeah, but on the other hand, if you are already a very fiery person, hot-tempered action taker, and maybe a bit reckless, this period make you even more hot, more fire, more reckless, right? Then might be a bit too dangerous, lor. So we must always strike a balance, Too much of action also, or too fast of action also could be dangerous. But totally no action makes you like wasting time also, ma.
That's true.
When we say Mars in Aries, this is the time where people feel that they are very confident. So when you're like overly confident or overly optimistic, right, we will have this mentality that I think I can do that. Yeah, which is good and bad thing, because the bad part is when you want to like, when you think that you can do anything, you can take on any challenges, we tend to be more courageous, bolder, take risks, and might actually end ourselves into big problems danger Yeah. So once again, it depends on context Where's your starting point?
Yeah. And then the next thing we want to talk about really is that who will be most impacted by the Mars retrograde, because I think I know I think people are like, how about me? So if you look at your birth chart, what you want to look at is the degrees between 15 to 28 degrees of Aries. So basically this one will be the most impact. Thank goodness I have no cardinal signs between this. So I am Aries rising chart, but I have nothing in between those when it comes to Aries. So But of course, if you have any like planets, or if one of your angles, so the angles is like the T thing in your chart, if you have any that touches these degrees, it might affect you a lot more as well.
What if our friends don't know how to read their own chart?
Then go to bit.ly.com/astro with Kevin.
We
We will sell you our things later. But yes, I do have a video in the past about how to generate the birth chart as well. Yeah, so you guys can watch it later. Yeah, so basically also take a look at your chart. Is there anything between 15 to 20 degrees Aries? So these are the most impacted ones, because what happens is that the Mars retrograde will actually touch different planets. So it also means that for people born in late Aries degrees,
let me think. It's probably like around 5th April to about 20th April.
Okay, yeah, 5th April, 20th. Basically, your sun will be impacted by this as well, yeah. Yeah, but of course, your birth chart has more things than the sun. So if you have planets such as Mercury, then it would mean that your communication could be like impacted as well. So it's like you want to, because when Mars retrograde touches the Mercury, it's like the action plus the talking wants to happen, but then cannot really talk, or I don't know whether it would be like me,
maybe it can talk, but you'll talk in a very fiery way, aggressive and quarrelsome way.
But then you don't win because Mars retrograde is like
yeah, but the thing is just like hot tempered law, like cannot say things slowly, nicely, like words just come out from your mouth like uncontrollably in a very fast manner. Fast sometimes might means not tactful also, not diplomatic. It's not say must be fight lah, it's the energy, too much energy bottling up and you want to do things. So like people just get very kanchong to get things done. And why, think about it, why do fights arise? Usually most of the time. Seldom is we go and plan to, okay, I put in my schedule, 23rd of September, plan to pick a fight with Vincing. I mean, nobody does that, right? Or at least I don't lah, okay? So it's like fights and quarrels usually happen because you tahan already. You have a lot of anger or frustrations and you just suddenly let it out. We don't usually plan to fight unless it's like, strategic or war thing. Yeah. So this kind of thing is because like you want to get things done, then maybe somebody come and gachao you. Somebody come and disturb you and disrupt your plans. And that is how why people get angry and frustrated suddenly. Hey, but I want to say about road rage. Like you have a traveling plan, you drive, for example, someone cut your lane, and then that is something that you don't welcome, like you don't like you're not happy that people cut your lane, then and then two person just come out from the car, maybe and someone with a baseball bat this kind of thing. Yeah, in some countries where guns are legal, then two person come out from a car, then boom. Yeah, maybe in some countries where guns are illegal, then baseball bat or maybe just punching also can.
Or even shouting
shouting like not so bad At least you don't see blood Yeah, so road rage because why do that happen? Because people get anxious or eager Yeah. So be careful of road rage, okay? I mean, first of all, you yourself don't road rage other people Then second thing is, if other people road rage you, then you think twice Is it worth getting into a conflict with that guy when he obviously look like a bit crazy one? Yeah. And then recently there's this movie. I forgot what's the name but that movie is about road rage. So this female kena a road rage, then scold back already. That guy actually got some mental problem so he followed them for the whole day. I mean, I only watched a preview so I'm not sure. But I was thinking, wow, during Mars Aries retrograde, you show this kind of movie wow, suddenly I feel very interested to watch Just now Yi mentioned she has a Mars in 3rd house. So in this case, Mars retrograde transit in 3rd house, traffic road rage potentially For me also potential because Mars rule my 3rd house So I'm saying that to myself Don't go and road rage other people also
Careful.
So I started teaching astrology last year So recently I was thinking like can start planning for so Mars retrograde So don't do immediately, but then can start planning. Okay. So I start planning for this November. So there's this workshop, 2 days. Is Saturday, Sunday. We'll be teaching about how to read your own birth chart. And of course, so of course you will definitely learn things like what is your ascendant and Mars retrograde happen in your which house? What do the houses represent? It will allow you to, first of all, read your own chart. And also, it will help people to understand Facebook Live like this or from other astrologers like, Tang Qiang 老师. When it's like easier for you to understand when people say, oh, your Saturn is in the 5th house. I was like, okay, what does that mean? Yeah. So in that 2 days, we are going to talk about all this, but no aspects. So you'll be planet, signs, house. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna ask about aspects as well. Yeah. If you're interested, you can go to bit.ly/astro with Kevin.
Yeah, email me lah.
Email. Oh yeah. Then you can go down there, email him as well.
Yeah, the book now doesn't work. So I think better call or email lah.
Awesome. Yeah. So on my end as well, you can go to yqmagic.com to learn more. Yeah. And if there's any more questions, you can let us know in the chat as well. And then also, if there's anything else you guys want us to cover in future chat shows, let us know. We're excited to talk.
If you can talk with your priestess.
I can do tarot readings. Basically, I type it in PDF, but then
by typing, right?
Yeah, most of my tarot stuff are PDF anyway. So awesome. So thank you so much, guys, for being here live. You're watching a replay. Thank you so much as well. And thank you, Kevin, for coming back.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to put up a really, really loud end screen. So guys, just turn your headphones down a bit. Bye.
Okay.